the law now is not heavily slanted against landlords. In fact, it's heavily slanted in their favour. Before that, it used to be that you could end up with somebody called a sitting tenant, and they would pay you £1 a month and you couldn't get them out for love nor money. So when the current system was introduced, it did provide protection for landlords. And I don't think at the time anybody thought that was a bad idea, because everybody knew somebody who had a house that had a sitting tenant and they didn't know what to do. They had this property, it needed desperate repairs. The rent wasn't there, it was £6 a week or something that was completely outdated, and somebody in there who just wouldn't leave, often elderly people. And they'd say, please move. We'll move you somewhere nice. We'll pay you to move you somewhere nice. So this one is slanted towards the landlord. But removing Section 21 simply means that if you want to get your tenant out, you must have a reason. There is a Section 8, allows a landlord to get rid of a tenant who is not paying their rent or is destructive to the property. The reason that tends not to be used very much is you have to offer some proof. And obviously, estate agents and landlords, at the end of the day, if you can just knock up a Section 21, they'll do that. There's no proof required. They'll still get their tenant out. But the minute we get rid of that, they have to produce proof. And if you can prove that your tenant is not paying their rent, you can get them out. If you can prove that they are ruining your house, you can get them out. If you can prove they're horrible neighbours and everybody hates them, you can get them out. That's absolutely not. It will make those protections more meaningful. You just have to be able to prove it. What it does mean is that a landlord can't look at, and we all know this has happened, has look at some of the ridiculous listings in Rightmove, look at their flat that's had a family in it for a few years quite comfortably and happily, and think, well, I'm getting £1,500 for this, but if I kick them out, I could split this into 2 flats and get £1,300 each. And they do it. We know they do it. Not all of them. Not all landlords are awful, and the good landlords have nothing to fear. But we'll know about the bad ones, won't we? And it'll hopefully get rid of the scum ones.